Harlequin Audio is proud to bring you The Billionaire's Daddy Test by Charlene Sands, a Harlequin desire novel performed by Christine Williams. Chapter 1. Adam Chase had a right to know his baby daughter. Mia couldn't deny that, but her heart still bled as if a dozen knives were piercing her. Darn her conscience for leading her to Moonlight Beach this morning. Her toes sifted through sand as she walked along the shoreline, flip-flops in hand. It was cooler than she'd expected. The fog flowing in from the sea coated the bright beach with a layer of gloom. Was it an omen? Had she made the wrong choice in coming here today? The image of Rose's innocent little face popped into her mind. Sweet Cheeks, she called her, because she had the rosiest cheeks of any baby Mia had ever seen. Her lips were perfectly pink, and when she'd smiled her first little baby smile, Mia had melted. Rose was all Mia had left of her sister Anna. Mia shifted her gaze to the ocean. Just as she'd hoped, she spotted a male figure swimming way beyond the breaking waves hitting the shore. He was doing laps as if there were roped-off columns keeping him on point. If the scant research she'd found was anything to go by, it was surely him. Adam Chase, world-class architect, lived at the beach, was a recluse by nature, and an avid swimmer. It only made sense he'd do his daily laps early, before the beach was populated. A breeze lifted her hair, and goosebumps erupted on her arms. She shivered, partly from the cold, but also because what she came here to do was monumental. She'd have to be made of stone not to be frightened right now. She didn't know what she'd say to him. She'd rehearsed 1,001 lines, but never once had she practiced the truth. With another glance at the water, she spotted him swimming in. Her throat tightened. It was time for the show, whatever that was. Mia was good at thinking on her feet. She calculated her steps carefully, so she'd intersect with him on the sand. Her hair lifted in the breeze, and another shiver racked her body. He stopped swimming and rose up from the shallow water, his shoulders broad as a Viking's. Her heart thumped a little faster. He came forward in long, smooth strides. She scanned his iron chest, rippled with muscle. All that grace and power. The few pictures she'd found in her research hadn't done him justice. He was out and out beautiful in a godly way. And so very tall. He shook his head, and the sun-streaked tendrils of his hair rained droplets down along his shoulders. Ow! Something pricked her foot from underneath. Pain slashed the soft pad, and a sharp sting burned. She grabbed her foot and plunked down in the sand. Blood spurted out instantly. Gently, she brushed the sticky sand away and gasped when she saw the damage. Her foot was cut, slashed by a broken beer bottle she spied sticking out of the earth like a mini skyscraper. If she hadn't been gawking. "Are you hurt?" The deep voice reverberated in her ears, and she lifted her eyes to Adam Chase's concerned face. "Oh, she nodded. "Yes, I'm cut." "Damn kids," he said, glancing at the broken bottle. He took her hand and placed it on the bridge of her foot. "Put pressure here and hang on a sec. I'll be right back." Thanks." She applied pressure, squeezing her foot tight. It began to feel a little better, and the stinging dissipated. She glimpsed Adam as he jogged away. Her rescuer was just as appealing from the backside. Tanned legs, perfect butt, and a strong back. She sighed. It was hardly the way she'd hoped to meet the very private Adam Chase, but it would have to do. He returned a few seconds later holding a navy blue and white beach towel. He knelt by her side. "Okay, I'm going to wrap it. That should stop the bleeding." A huge wave crashed onto the shore, and water washed over her thighs. Adam noticed, his gaze darting through amazingly long lashes and roving over her legs. A warm rush of heat entered her belly. She wore white cotton shorts and a turquoise tank top. She'd wanted to appear like any other beachgoer taking a leisurely morning stroll along the water.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?